Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the 100. This episode 10 of the third season. Hopefully guys have been enjoying it so far. And if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. Also, as we're on episode 10 and dwindling down to the final episode of the season, our most liked to dislike characters of season 3 is now open. Links also in the description. Takes 30 seconds to click on it and take part, and your results and mine will be shown in the final episode. So after the crazy death of Lexa, accidentally Titus shooting her when he meant to obviously kill Clark and set Murphy up, we've seen the aftermath of it. You know, a new person is going to have to lead tree crew, and so far we're kind of thinking it might be Aiden. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've seen already him swear to Clark that he'll protect them. Clark wanted the reassurance, and she went and spoken to him, and he said, look mate, if I don't get chosen and Lexa chooses somebody else, then everybody is sworn to protect you. So it looked like all was good for Clark until King Rowan come in, mate, with Ontara, and she was staking her claim to the throne. She was saying, I've got every right to challenge it just as much as you guys. So later on in the episode, Titus was talking to Clark, and he was saying, look mate, she has got every right to challenge it. I don't want her to be in charge, but I can't stop her. Now, the horn got blown. They ran upstairs. She's killed everybody. She's the winner. She is the new leader. And she wants to cause chaos and kill everybody in the arc. So I think it's really interesting right now. Clark obviously gone back downstairs. She's panicking with Titus. She's talking to him. He's speaking. He's like, look mate, there's no other person in charge. Nobody else can state the claim. So she is going to actually lead it. Now Clark ended up saying, mate, I remember the tattoos on the back of Lexa. She was saying that there was 8 clans or 8 people fighting to be in charge, and you know, she only had 7 rings. Now what's happened to the 8th person? And he was saying, well, there was somebody that actually decided he was too scared to take part, too scared to fight, and she left. Now, very interestingly, he was saying that she was a coward and not worthy, but Clark was saying, hang on, technically, she can actually come back and fight for this throne, can't she? And that is true. Then he revealed the name, and it was a name Lincoln was saying earlier on in season 1 when he was telling Octavia that he wanted to flee and go to his friend on the other side, and, you know, they would bring him in. So Clark, she was like, look, I'm going to go and find her. I've heard of her. I know where she is. I can get her. Flamekeeper is now Clark. He handed over the box. He said, you are now in charge of this. It's got information on the inside and how to do the ritual. You need to get out now before obviously Ontari comes to get it. Now that's what she's done. She's fled. So very interesting. Ontari wanted the initiation to go ahead. She brought Titus upstairs. She was like, let's do it. He was like, mate, there's no chance. I've already given it away to Clark. She's on a merry way. You have no idea where she's going. And then he killed himself. And, you know, I thought it was very interesting. Ontari's ended up saying, look, mate, you know, tell everybody that I'm in charge. King Rose turned around and said, well, technically you've not been through the initiation. You're not really. She's turned around and said, look, nobody knows that that's not happened. Only us in this room. And even though Murphy was there, Murphy was like, I'm not going to say anything because I want to stay alive, which is very, very true. Now, going back to the arc and talking about staying alive, somebody actually died. Yes, Pike, he wanted to make an example out of everybody. He said everyone that was involved in the riot is getting killed. All of them are suffering the same fate as King. They managed to obviously sweeten it down a little bit to the people that instigated it, which was Sinclair, obviously Lincoln and Kane. Octavius come in, tried to save the day, managed to get them all away. He was getting to the gate, you know, they was about to go right through it before Pike got onto the, you know, got onto the walkie-talkie, and he was like, look mate, if you don't come back and surrender yourself, then every single person that's left in the cell, I'm going to kill them. Now, Lincoln couldn't do this. He couldn't let other people suffer for what he done. So he said to Octavia, I'm going back. Octavia's like, I'm coming with you. He was like, no, you can't do. He went to give her a kiss, and he ended up injecting her and obviously knocking her out. Passed her over to Kane and said, keep her safe. So then Lincoln's gone back. He stood up. He's given himself in, you know, trying to save his people. Pike's took him outside. Octavia, she's in the trees. She's on the back of her horse. She's like kind of dizzy. She's seen what's going on. She's fell off. She stood up just in time for Pike to get Lincoln on his knees in the rain, gun to his head, and boom, a public execution with obviously Octavia looking in the distance. And hopefully this is going to be what steamrolls Octavia to be the best character of this season. I want absolute chaos. I want her to come back. I want her to kill Pike. I want absolute madness, as well as obviously Ontara trying to be in charge and take everybody out. I just want total chaos, to be honest, for the final 3 episodes. I can't wait. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
Where's Lincoln?
Like put a bullet in his brain.
Octavia, Stay out of this.
Innit? You gotta let her have it.
You're dead to me.
You shouldn't have said it, man.
Look, I'm just saying a real commander wouldn't be afraid.
I am a real commander. What is it, Ambassador?
Wants to stay, or good has to tag Spidey.
Oh, are they supposed to speak to her and tell her
She
something?
will be there soon.
Sometimes when you get in a position of power, you need to find people that are loyal to you, don't you?
Better to lie your way out of a problem than kill. Look, maybe I can help you.
He's got a chip on her.
I think much better without a collar.
Tell me truly, I implore. Sir Gilead. Tell me, I implore. Tell me truly, I implore.
Raven is with us now. That doesn't sound creepy at all.
I'm back in.
I thought Ali left by choice, but no, she actually did block her off for a couple of seconds.
What's wrong?
I need your help to get this thing out of my head. And I think I know how to do it.
I tell you what, mate, just looking at Ali pisses me off. She's just, I don't know, man. She's so annoying. That is literally what she is. Every time I look at her, I think, oh, man, you are annoying. Now, interesting story, it is. I thought that she just left the room then on her own to go and speak to Thelonious, and when she was saying that she was stronger. But, like, no. She was actually strong enough to block her out for a couple of seconds, which does show progress. Do you know what I mean? Now, again, it's very interesting. I still really would like to know what their intentions are once they get, obviously, the second Ali, you know, version 2. Like, what does she intend to do with it? And then, like, cause the world to be destroyed again? I'm not too sure. Or try to bring herself back to life. I ain't got a clue, mate. But it is pretty good.
What's wrong?
Pike knows.
Did he?
How does he know?
Monty, you're my son. I won't lose both of the men I love. This can't look like goodbye.
Who told him? Did she tell him? I don't know. She never said yeah, but she also kind of denied it as well.
We take him out. Then the grounders lift the blockade.
We become the 13th planet again.
Monty, I'm in trouble. Please say you still have your radio.
Monty.
It's Kane.
Pike knows that I helped you get out.
Can you get to the dropship?
Good.
Go there. I'll bring you in.
He saved our lives. I'm going to.
No, you're not.
Stop me, you're gonna have to kill me.
I just let Octavia do whatever she wants me. Literally.
Hopes it's a truth.
She hopes it's a chop in it.
He's coming too.
Hey.
We'll need a hostage to trade for Monty.
Raven refuses to take back our machine. And now she's looking for ways to leave us. Give Raven back her pain. Remind her what life was like without you. Override free will. Starting with Ravens, and let's finish what we started.
Wristbands were designed to transmit vital signs, electrical signals from the body. You know they have a transponder. All we have to do is reverse it, and then we can send an energy pulse into my brain.
Why would you do this?
Because you stole my memories, you crazy bitch!
Are there any wristbands left?
I'm not sure. We made more than
The wristbands. Where are they?
Oh, no!
Don't tell her.
Everything I hear, she hears. Everything I see,
Yeah.
she sees. Just tell him.
And I'm sorry for this.
Look, we need to get her to medical.
Oh, this guy's in on it, man.
Jackson! Yes, it's a myth! Please!
He's having a pretty good episode, mate.
I have full access to Raven's synaptic network. She's ours.
It's pretty good. You know, like, it's the lack of emotion in the face that stresses me out. It does annoy me. They're all just one tone. She's one tone. Now, getting possession of somebody's body and doing it, that's different, because my head's like, mate, she's being possessed. It's decent. It's different. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but like, it's like watching a scary film and you just see like a ghost knocking around and you're like, it's a ghost, yeah, whatever's. And it takes possession of somebody's body and it starts like conning everybody, or it starts like torturing them from the inside. And that, it's more entertaining in my personal opinion, because somebody's been full on possessed and the acting just gets better because they're acting like somebody else. Do you know what I mean? They're acting as Raven and acting as Ali and being possessed at the same time. She's had a good 5-10 minutes. Whatever that segment was there, Raven had a really good job. She was acting decent, but disappointed as well that she give into it. But I'm going to counter that as well and say, imagine getting every bit of pain you've ever suffered in your life hitting you at the same time. It's going to be absolute brute trauma, isn't it, mate? Literally, it's going to be so bad. Just think of all the little cuts you've had, all the fallovers, all the deaths and the pain of family members. Bang, all at you at once. You can't really blame somebody for giving in after that.
You said it would be here.
Maybe I was wrong. Okay, I'm guessing that's know the names of the dead commanders. You actually have to be one.
I deserve this throne, snatched from my parents by the Queen of ARKADIA. I won the conclave. The ambassadors don't get to judge me, and neither do you!
I can help you sell this lie. Like it or not, Ontario, a fake commander needs a fake flame keeper.
Hey, that is good, mate. Yo, Murphy's a decent character.
I'm gonna need that case, Jasper.
I would have loved it to be the wrong one. Oh.
One at their feet.
He's doubling down.
One in the girl's leg.
He's just saved her. He's just saved her. He's just saved her.
All the others are in a cave not far from you.
He's got, mate, he's got to go through the lie right now.
Give me the coordinates. I don't have the coordinates.
I could take you.
But I can take you there.
Mate, who has coordinates? I couldn't even tell you where I'm sat right now. I haven't got a clue. If you ask me where north is, I'll point you in the wrong direction. Facts, mate. Literally, I ain't got a clue. Look in the sky. I have no idea where the sun lifts and drops. It's like, literally no idea. Awful at that shit. So, obviously, he's not going to know his coordinates. But he has to go through with that lie. He has to pretend that he's on their side, so that's the lie. But also tell the truth where they are so that they bring him back in. And once he's back in, then he can infiltrate again to try and get them back out.
Getting close to the blockade line.
That's what Kane set up out here. I know she has to answer for her crimes.
Tell you what, I'll make you the same promise I made to Monty's mother. Immunity from all past actions, but if she screws up again...
Oh, she won't.
Not you too.
Abby, it's a miracle. Shouldn't you be...
What was your mother's name, Jackson?
Mum. You should have said Mum.
Jackson died in her son's arms after suffering a terrible illness.
I want to talk to Raven.
Raven's in the City of Light.
I'd love it to cut to Raven running around chasing butterflies or something in the City of Light.
What are you doing?
No,
Yo.
stop!
Whoa. Oh, mate. That's pretty good, that. I probably will take it to save her.
All you have to do is take the key.
She's got to take it, man. You've got to. But I reckon her mind's much stronger than Raven's. I actually do think it is.
Triumphed in the conclave, and you are my subjects.
Ambassador Uzak demanded that he see you.
But in the throne room, not here. Your reign cannot begin until you...
My reign has already begun. It's my flamekeeper, correct? Did you demand to see me?
If you think you can intimidate...
Oh.
Now you see me.
That's pretty good, that, actually.
Oh, the cave's just on the other side.
Where is Bellamy actually taking them? Is he chatting or not?
Drop your weapon. What the hell are you doing? Drop your
Yes, Bellamy.
We bring you Chancellor Pike, the Sky People.
Osijo Allen! Chancellor Pike comes Sky Crew!
May I join you? We're the 13th clan.
Don't slow us down.
Tell Abby I'll look out for Clarke.
Did you do this for your sister?
Or because it was the right thing to do? We're welcome. Matters.
That is true. That was really good, that, actually. If he realised the wrong of the past and that he was going down a bad way, it means he's changed onto the right side. If he's just doing it because he loves his sister, then it's totally different.
Just today, just down.
Oh, where's me hoodie?
I'm tired and hungry. No more meetings. Put it on him. Leave us. Let me know the moment King Rowan returns.
Look at him just stood there. He's like, seriously?
Wait. There's somebody else.
Is she a commander too? Would she kill you if you ever lied to her?
He's just gonna think, fuck it, but literally.
Things I do to survive.
That is so true. Oh, Abby's give it to everybody.
From myself. Everything that Thelonious said is true.
I'm sorry if I frightened you today.
I don't understand. You were just begging us to get that thing out of your head.
I was wrong.
All you have to do is...
Oh, what's just happened?
He's taking Raven.
That's it, Jasper. They're not getting you. Oh, shit, Clark's there. Get in the car, Clark.
You don't understand. Lincoln is dead, and we're going to if you don't get it now. No. What do you mean Lincoln's dead? That can't be. Suddenly you don't understand what dead means.
Has Abby took it or not? Yo, I could be falling for it there, mate. I'm not too sure. You know what I mean? Just little bits of Abby. Like, you know what I was saying before when Bellamy had to do a lie to try and get on their side so that they could take them down from the inside? I feel like that's Abby. I do. But she has gone to the extreme, though. Do you know what I mean? So, like, if she is not under control and she's trying to sell it, mate, she's selling it well. Because how many people has she recruited? It's like, yo, you don't have to oversell it, you know what I mean? But again, though, it would be so obvious if, well, pretty much it's obvious for Ali, because Ali would be like, she can't see me, she can't talk to me, she can't hear me, so she's not taking it. Do you know what I mean? So again, that's the 50-50 there. Like, I would count on myself in terms of, I think it'd be so good if Abby was pretending to take it, she had it in the mouth, but she didn't fully dissolve it, she spat it out when he wasn't looking, or something like that. And she's going along with it so that she can infiltrate them from the inside. But then I would, like I said, totally count myself by saying Ali would know that she isn't under her control. And she know that she can't get into her mind, and she can't listen to her thoughts, and, you know, she can't speak to her and take control and tell her what to do. So in that aspect, it's interesting. But it's like Abby was saying to Jackson there, you know, who was your mum? What was her name? He didn't remember. But when Clark's turned up there and she said mum, she smiled. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just little things like that that he's kind of got me guessing here and there. Now, I think it's interesting what's going on with, you know, with the new Hader. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she's saying that Murphy's the Flamekeeper. Now, obviously, she can't really recite the ritual that they're supposed to do because she hasn't been chosen. And obviously, like, she doesn't really know how to go through the ceremony. So she's kind of reacting out in pretty much anger and getting people like scared of her to kind of say if somebody challenges her, then she's going to go after her. Do you know what I mean? How dare you challenge me? You know, there's going to be consequences. And then again at the end there, that was interesting. I knew that she'd chain him up and get naked. I could just see it. But like he said, the things he does to stay alive, do you know what I mean? He's not complaining anyway. Do you know what I mean? There's definitely much worse situations he could have been in. But Amora, what's happened to her? Do you know what I mean? Like, she wanted to go and get a brother, didn't she? Do you remember? That was like the whole time, like, since Murphy's kind of been taken, they kind of had the conversation where she wanted to get a brother, he didn't really want to, thought it was a bad idea. She was like, yo, we'll do this and that or whatever until we figure out a better strategic way of kind of like getting him. And then he was caught in doing their little thing that they play out. You know what I mean? He was laying on the floor, they got captured, and she was watching him in the trees. But ever since then, her brother's died. And she's not been seen. And Murphy's kind of ascended all the way to the top to being the Flamekeeper. You know what I mean? So, again, I think that one's interesting to see how she's going to play into the rest of the season. But, Abby, big question. I'm excited. I thought Raven's acting was really good this episode. It was. She was acting good as Raven, trying to block her out. Then she was acting good as, like, being kind of, like, tortured as Raven. And then I thought she acted good in, like, the body-possessed kind of way. And if Abby is on her side, I can't blame her. She had to take it. She did. If someone that you love is right in front of you, pretty much being murdered, because that's what it is, isn't it? She was possessed and being murdered by them. You're going to do whatever it is to save them, even if it's kind of like hurting yourself in, you know, in the process. And I actually can't blame you, Abby. I can't blame you. You've done the right thing. I'm just interested to see, obviously, how this gets stopped. The chip that Clark's got, she must have it on her right there. It was so close to Ali, so to speak, if you think about it. That's got to be the key. That's got to be how to stop Ali 1, and how does everybody just come back to normal? Like you said, it's going to sever something in the brain, but how can it do it to everybody so good that nobody's kind of affected by the procedure, if that makes sense? Again, very, very interesting. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So Raven nearly died a bit. He's now on their side, and obviously Ale is taking control of Arkadia. It only needed that one kind of big public figure to be on their side for everybody to kind of fall in line and start taking it themselves. She was the big one, and obviously you see the vast majority started to follow, because she's telling everybody this is the right way, this is the best way. It takes away all your pain, it gives you all your freedom, gives you all your happiness. Why don't you want it? People are following. Now again, I think it's interesting to see that what is it now, that Raven, at the start of the episode, she did do pretty well in actually, you know, blocking her out a little bit, and she has come up with a solution. Now, if that's stuck in Abby's brain, it's going to be interesting, because she was saying that basically the shock from the bracelet, it could actually, you know, she could reprogram it so that it can shatter the connection between what she's been implanted inside of her head. So again, that's pretty exciting. You know what I mean? That is the first time we've kind of heard somebody be able or propose a way to get out of Ali's like kind of grasp. So that's going to be interesting. I can't believe that once his mum, you know what I mean, grasped on him, mate, she is so annoying. I said it all season, not liked her once. I mean, might have been the first episode where he was like reintroduced and he was hugging her, but after that, mate, I've never liked her. Bad vibes. I even said that in one of the episodes. She just gives off bad vibes, and she's so committed to the cause, yeah, that she's going to hand over her own son, and then she thinks that she's amazing because she's warned him so that he could try and get a head start on running away. Nah, mate. But what is really good is that Bellamy is actually, you know, waltzing Pike into the lion's den, so to speak. He's took him all the way to the barricade, handed him over to the grounders, and I absolutely love the fact that, you know, Octavia can speak their language. It's so sick. Oh, translate, you know what I mean? And she's like, hey, Pike, it's Pike of Sky Crew, we're handing it over to Triku, to your commander. Now, Haida, yeah, again, very interesting. She's definitely not going to honour the 13 clan, but that little stamp on his arm, you know, it kind of gets him about. It stops him from being attacked. It does. Now, I'm interested to see what actually happens with Pike, because either she kills everybody or she doesn't really care what he's done. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's going to have a different look on the whole situation than obviously Lexa did. Again, I think it's interesting that Clark's come back. I thought Clarke was going to mooch on her own little way on the horse and go all... Where's the horse gone? You know what I mean? She's on the feet now. Last episode, we see her absolutely chilling on a horse. She had a map and everything. She knew where she was going. She had that box. And now we're seeing her here at the gates, panicking, trying to get in, obviously, the car. She wants to try and find Lincoln. He needs to tell her how to get to Luna. Lincoln's dead, mate. 6 feet under now. She had to go in the car and flee with Jasper. And let's be honest, this is the best Jasper. Well, this is a Jasper that we like to see. Obviously, at the start of the season, he was going through the emotions, just accepting it. But I like this type of Jasper, this character, doing whatever it takes to save his friends. Not one being down in the dumps. So hopefully he can try and, you know, work together with Monty again, you know, two best mates, and they can be on the same page and they can go and obviously take down Ali, because now she's the main threat. Pike was, now he's been handed over from Bellamy, now Ali is. I'm excited. I want Luna to actually be introduced this season, or maybe we get towards the end of the season, kind of lean her in there. That could be the storyline into season 4. But there's quite a lot of stuff going on. Let's be honest, there is quite a lot of stuff going on. You've got the Pike situation, is he going to die, is he not? You've got the obviously the Kane situation and the 13th clan, is that going to be accepted? You know, you've got the new Haida, is she going to be actually crowned, or what's going to actually happen? Is Clarke going to make it to Luna, and is she going to be the one? Obviously you got Ali and everybody else, how they all going to come back to normal, and what's happened to the people that have actually gone to the City of Light. Once Ali's gone, do they go? Do you know what I mean? Crazy. Loads of stuff going on. Thanks for tuning into today's episode. If you did enjoy, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.